Hello, Vincent Price here with Price Stamp of Approval. How many of you have ever created a table of contents in which you type the title, put the dots until you get to the end, and then put the page number, only to figure out that you have to then go back and change your page numbers because you've changed your document, or you have to change the title of your chapters and that changes everything else. Okay, this video is for you. You are spending way too much time and way too much energy. This particular video tells you how to use Microsoft Word to create and update tables of contents for you. I hope you enjoy. All right, so let's jump right into creating a table of contents so that it's easy for us to do and not a hassle for us to constantly update as we continue to update the documents that we're working on. So we're going to be working with two things in Microsoft Word today. That's going to be the headings, and also in your references section, you have the actual table of contents button. There's no longer going to be this type of table of contents in which you type the chapter and then you put all these dots, all these periods until you get over to the end of your page. And wherever that is, I'm just going to stop right there because I'm tired. And then you put a page number. What happens with that? Well, let's say that I want to change the title. I don't want it to be called Chapter 1. I want it to be called The Beginning of It All. You see what happened? Because of the fact that I added some more words in there, it took up more space, and that pushed my table, my dots, and my page number all the way over to the next line. And so that's not what I want to do. So let's undo that. So you want to make sure that the table of contents that you create does not do that. It adjusts things for you, adjusts changes for you, so you don't have to keep going back to your table of contents and making sure that everything is updated based off of your paging and off of your titles. Okay, so we're going to delete all of this because this is a no-no. Do not do that ever again. First, we need some content. That's going to help. Let's say that we have a chapter 1, and we're just going to the beginning of my story goes a little something like this. That's in chapter 1. Chapter 2. Then this happened. Oh, it's very suspenseful, don't you think? Ooh, chapter 2. We'll stop right now. Okay, so let's just get the basics. So we have 2 chapters. They're both on the same page because that's just how it's formatted right now. So before I create this table of contents, I want to go back and apply headings to these chapter titles because that's what's going to make the table of contents actually pull these titles into it. So if you highlight chapter 1 and you click heading 1, it's going to apply that heading formatting to it. But let's say that I really don't want that type of formatting. I want it as I see it. So now we have chapter 1, and we want to apply heading 1 to this title without changing the formatting. So what we have to do, we have to change the formatting of this. So we go to it, we right click, there we go, and we simply click update heading 1 to match the selection. So it's going to change the formatting. Notice here that the formatting for heading 1 has now changed to my original text. So Calibri 12-point font. So that's done. So then I go to chapter 2. And I want to apply that same heading right there. Okay? You can see that it's been done because it's highlighted. Now, I have my chapters And now I need to go back and I'm about to create the table of contents. So I move my cursor where I want the table of contents to be, go to references, click table of contents, and I just go with the classic. And there you go. Easy. Let's say that I want to change the paging. I want to move chapter 2 to some other page. So let's see if I can do that on this Mac. So now it's on page 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now I need to change this. So all you do, whenever you're making adjustments, you simply go to table of contents. Let's scroll up here. The top of the table of contents box, click update table. You can either update the page numbers only if that's the only thing that's changed, or if you change the titles, the level headings, you can also click update entire table. But I just changed the placing of the chapters, so it's just page number. So let's see what it does. And now it's on page 3. Now let's make this a little bit more complicated and a little bit more interesting. Let's say that in chapter 1, I have a mini chapter, a section. And in this section, I want this section to also be part of my table of contents. So rather than clicking heading 1, because that's going to keep it at that same level as chapter 1 and 2, I want to move over to heading 2. So here's what I need to do. Because I don't want this formatting, I need to go to heading 2, right click, update. And now this is set to be another section. And for the sake of it, this is actually section 1.1. Let's put another section, 1.2, and we're going to apply that same heading level 2. Okay, so I've added 2 things to my document, but as you see, my table of contents needs to be updated. So all I'm going to do is go to my table of contents, top of it, update the entire table, because I haven't changed the page numbers, I've changed the content of my table. So let's change it and look at that. Section 1.1, section 1.2 are right there. Page numbers already there. You see how easy that is? Now let's say I want to change the title of my chapter. This will be the last thing and then I'll wrap it up. Let's say I want to say the chapter 1 is going to be called chapter 1. The Vincent Price story. Ooh. Okay. So what do I need to do? So I want that change to be present in this table of contents. So I click on the table of contents, click the top, update table, entire table, and there you have it. So it takes care of adding the extra information and adjusting the different periods or ellipses so that it doesn't necessarily go to the next page or the next line rather. This is a quick and easy way to do 2 things. 1, create your table of contents, and 2, update it. As we continue to go back and forth between documents, adding things, retracting things, shifting pages down, shifting pages up, it can become quite a hassle. So knowing this trick, taking advantage of what Microsoft Word can actually do, can really save some time, can really save some energy. If by chance I shared something with you that you liked or that was completely new to you, feel free to like this video. Subscribe to this channel so you can be the first to receive insight into more formatting, writing, or grammar. If you have any questions for me, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or right here on YouTube. Leave a comment. Have a fantastic day.